Hello and welcome to another series of today's GK. Let's begin with the previous day practice question. Consider the following statements regarding the National Consumer Day 2022. It is celebrated every year on December 24. Consumer Protection Act was passed on December 24, 1986. Which of the above given statement is or are correct? One only, two only, both one and two, neither one nor two. The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Recently, Food and Consumer Affairs Minister launched Right to Repair portal on National Consumer Day. On the Right to Repair portal, manufacturers would share the manual of product details with customers. This would empower consumers as they could either repair by self by third parties rather than depend on original manufacturers. The National Consumer Day is celebrated every year on December 24 with an aim to spread awareness about consumer rights and the power of a consumer. Hence, statement 1 is correct. In 1986, the Consumer Protection Bill was passed by both the Houses of Parliament. The bill received the assent of the President on December 24, 1986 and came into force. Thus, to commemorate the importance of the day, December 24 is marked as National Consumer Day. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Therefore, option C is correct. Now, let's begin with today's session. The first question is, Mahajan Commission is sometimes seen in news. It is associated with Assam-Nagaland border dispute, Assam-Meghalaya border dispute, Punjab-Haryana border dispute or Maharashtra-Karnataka border dispute. The correct answer is option D, Maharashtra-Karnataka border dispute. The border dispute between Maharashtra and Karnataka is intensifying, with both states hardening their stance. Recently, both houses of the Maharashtra Assembly passed a unanimous resolution to support a legal battle to resolve the dispute. The border dispute over Belgavi, Karwar and Nipani in North Karnataka is long-standing. When state boundaries were redrawn on linguistic lines as per the States Reorganization Act of 1956, Belgavi became part of the erstwhile Mysore state. Maharashtra claims that parts of Belgavi, where Marathi is the dominant language, should remain in Maharashtra. In October 1966, the centre set up the Mahajan Commission led by former Chief Justice of India, Meher Chand Mahajan, to resolve the border dispute in Maharashtra, Karnataka and Kerala. The commission recommended that Belgaum and 247 villages remain with Karnataka. Hence, option D is correct. The next question is, recently the term Y20 has been discussed in which of the following context? 20th World Hockey Championship, participation of global youth at G20 Forum, Japan's new supercomputer or China's missile system. The correct answer is option B, participation of global youth at G20 Forum. Recently, the Prime Minister of India highlighted the importance of Youth 20 Y20. Youth can play a key role in India's G20 presidency. The three main goals of the Y20 will be to carry forward India's legacy as the mother of democracy. The Prime Minister has also mentioned Jan Bhagidari for the People's G20 in both rural and urban areas. Second, invest in domestic capacity development to gather more youth voices, youth organizations, and providing youth with internships and collaboration opportunities. Finally, it will discuss changing the youth's vision so that they begin to think globally and reach out to international platforms. Youth 20, which is Y20, is an official consultation forum for youth from all G20 member countries to be able to dialogue with each other. Y20 encourages youth as future leaders to raise awareness of global issues, exchange ideas, argue, negotiate and reach consensus. Therefore, option B is correct. The next question is, recently Ramappa temple was in news. It is situated in which of the following state? Telangana, Sikkim, Odisha or Himachal Pradesh? The correct answer is option A, Telangana. Recently, President of India laid the foundation stone for the development of pilgrimage and heritage infrastructure of Ramappa Temple. Rudreshwara, popularly known as Ramappa Temple, is located in the village of Palampet in the state of Telangana. It is included in the UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is the main Shiva temple in a walled complex built during the Kakatiya period 1123 to 1323 CE under rulers Rudradev and Richalra Rudra. Hence, option A is correct. The next question is, consider the following statements regarding Competition Commission of India, which is CCI. It consists of a chairperson and 6 members. It is a non-statutory body. Which of the above given statements is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option A, 1 only. Recently, the Google gets demand notices from Competition Commission of India for non-payment of penalties. The Competition Commission of India is the chief national competition regulator in India. It is a statutory body within the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. CCI consists of a chairperson and 6 members appointed by the central government. Hence, statement 1 is correct while statement 2 is not correct. Therefore, option A is correct. The Competition Act 2002 as amended by the Competition Amendment Act 2007 follows the philosophy of modern competition laws. The next question is, which of the following Act rules allow for delimitation of parliamentary and assembly constituencies in Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Manipur or Nagaland? Representation of the People Act 1950, Representation of the People Act 1951, the Delimitation Act 2002 or Conduct of Election Rules 1961. The correct answer is option A, Representation of the People Act 1950. Recently, the Election Commission of India said it has begun the process of delimitation of assembly and parliamentary constituencies in Assam. The process will be based on consensus data from 2001. The last delimitation of constituencies in Assam was done in 1976 on the basis of the 1971 census. Section 8A of the Representation of the People Act 1950 allows for delimitation of parliamentary and assembly constituencies in Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Manipur or Nagaland. Hence, option A is correct. The next question is, consider the following statements regarding Guru Gobind Singh. He was the son of the 9th Guru, Guru Tegh Bahadur. His greatest achievement was the creation of the Khalsa. Which of the above given statement is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Recently, the Prime Minister has paid tributes to Shri Guru Gobind Singh Ji on the sacred occasion of Prakash Parb. The 10th Guru of the Sikhs, Guru Gobind Singh, was born on December 22 in Patna in the year 1666. He was the son of the 9th Guru, Guru Tegh Bahadur. His birth anniversary is observed as Guru Gobind Singh Jayanti every year in accordance with the lunar calendar. Guru Gobind Singh's greatest achievement was his creation of the Khalsa in 1699. Guru Gobind Singh's teachings and guidance have inspired people across generations. Hence, option C is correct. The next question is, which of the following ministries, department, institutes implements Rashtriya Gokul Mission? NABARD, Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairying, Indian Council for Agricultural Research or Niti Aayog? The correct answer is Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairying. Recently, Union Minister of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying have given the information regarding Rashtriya Gokul Mission, which is RGM. The scheme enhances milk production and productivity of bovines to meet growing demand of milk. The scheme is continued under revised and realigned scheme of Department of AHD with an allocation of Rs 2,400 crore. It will be implemented from 2021-22 to 2025-26. The Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairying is implementing Rashtriya Gokul Mission for development and conservation of indigenous bovine breeds since December 2014. Hence, option B is correct. The next question is, Commission for Air Quality Management in NCR and adjoining areas, which is CAQM, was recently in news. It is a constitutional body, executive body, statutory body or none of the above. The correct answer is option C, statutory body. Recently, Commission for Air Quality Management in NCR and adjoining areas, which is CAQM, has taken stringent action against use of heavy polluting fuels. It was established as a statutory body by the government in August 2021 to carry out air quality management in Delhi NCR. Hence, option C is correct. Coal will be completely banned in entire NCR except coal with low sulfur in thermal power plants. Only fuels amongst the standard list of approved fuels shall be allowed across NCR from 1st January 2023. Use of unapproved fuels with respect from 1st January 2023 will straight away lead to closure along with imposition of heavy environmental compensation. The next question is, Which among the following signed a memorandum of understanding with the Central TB Division to undertake intensified TB elimination project? Indian Oil Corporation Limited, Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited, Oil and Natural Gas Corporation, or National Thermal Power Corporation Limited? The correct answer is option A, Indian Oil Corporation Limited. Recently, Indian Oil signed a memorandum of understanding with the Central TB Division. Therefore, option A is correct. MOU is about intensified TB elimination project. It is a milestone that underscores India's commitment to counter the menace of tuberculosis. The MOU bolsters Prime Minister's vision to end tuberculosis in India by 2025, 5 years ahead of the Sustainable Development Goal (SDG). The next question is with reference to National Mobile Monitoring Software App NMMS. Consider the following statements. It was launched by the Minister of Rural Development. It takes real-time attendance of workers. Which of the statements given above are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option C is correct. Recently, the central government has made digital attendance of workers employed under Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act MGREGS. It will be made universal by the Centre from January 1, 2023. The NMMS app permits taking real-time attendance of workers at Mahatma Gandhi NREGA worksites along with geotagged photograph. It was launched by the Minister of Rural Development on May 21, 2021. This app is aimed at bringing more transparency and ensure proper monitoring of the schemes. Hence, statement 1 and 2 are correct. Therefore, option C is correct. Now it's time for the practice question. Revamped EHRMS 2.0 portal is related to which of the following? Startup Capital Fund, Central Government Employees, Defense Project, or Aspirational District Program? Send us the answer in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned with us.